fellow gunners, Tim here in the garage, getting ready to make me a bullet trap. I'll do the Uncle Jim thing. Now, some of you may know what that is and some of you may not. But he took a cardboard box and filled it full of wood planks. I think it was about 1 foot deep. Deep. And might have been 2 foot tall and 10 inches wide or something like that. Well, I've got my boards cut. I don't like to cut and be distracted by a camera, so I cut everything first. This is going to be 12 inches tall, 18 inches deep. Y'all can see that. There you go. 12 inches out tall and 18 inches deep. And then the front and the back is going to be 12 inches square. There's the front and the back. Now they're thinner because that's what I've got. That's what I've got left. I figured the sides and the bottom and top needed to be thicker. And then I'm going to fill this full of planks. And what I'm going to use, now some of you may know and some of you may not, I had a raised garden. And I've got tired of it. I'm not doing good growing except for jalapenos. So I'm going to take what's left of my raised garden stuff. And I'm going to cut these 1 foot long. And I'm going to fill that box with these planks. And trap some bullets. And see just how far this will last. And if it's practical to do, to shoot into it all the time. If not, might run into some steel and make me an eardrum type bullet trap. All right, guys. I'll shut this off and then get busy assembling it, and I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done. All right, guys. So this is what I've come up with. Here's, if I get it on there. Just turn it around here. Just a basic box. Oh, that's wrong. There we go. So, got 2 screws holding in the corners of each side, running into the uprights here. And then I will cut my boards, my planks, put them in here, layer them in. And then I'll put a top on. I'll go ahead and screw it in the 4 corners too when I do this, put this together. And then we'll see how it holds up. How many rounds we can get into this before it tears up. I've actually got something in the works, and I don't know. But I'll be shooting at my buddy's house into this. Well, I'll probably have to make a stand for it too. And then I'll shoot it at my buddy's range. And I'll just say this. He's got a new neighbor. And I don't know how he's going to like me shooting by his house. But we'll see. And yeah, I'm really wanting to run this through the ringer and not really wanting to make the neighbor mad, but we'll see. Alright guys, I'll probably come back after I cut the planks and put them in here and show you what I'm doing. But that's all it is, just a 12 by 18 box, wooden box. We'll just see how it holds up. Alright guys, I may have found something better. So, I'm watching this suspicious car going down the road in front of the house. Throwing out telephone books. I don't think the neighbors even use telephone books. We'll just have to Google it, I guess. Because I got their phone books. Phone books. Alright. I'm going to layer them in. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, guys. Well, I put the phone books in there. I'm covering up the speaker. Oh, I am. There we go. Can you hear me now? Hello. Alright. So, I put the phone books in. We're a little short. Why can I get the right angle? There. Okay, there we go. But we're a little short, so we're still going to cut some boards put in here. And no, I didn't take these from the neighbor. My wife has these in the dadgum TV stand. And I was like, why are you keeping those? You know, every time you look up a phone number, you Google it anyway, so. All right, so that should help stop bullets a little better. All right, I've had enough of this tonight, so tomorrow I'll cut some boards and fill it in. All right, guys, here's what I've came up with. If I want to use these telephone books, there was a big gap and they kind of just wanted to lay down. So I've cut boards to fit the exact length. Now I've filled the bottom. Now these are right around 4 inches, a little less. You can see there the gap. This is 12 inches deep, so whatever that is. And then I put boards in the cracks in between the two braces here and here. It's got a little play in it, but you know, once it hits this wall, it'll be pretty solid. I'm going to put my telephone books in here, and then fill the gaps with boards, and I'll be back when I get that done. Now these back ones, I just left them loose. Pardon the dirty fingernails and dirty me. Been out here working ever since I got off work, and I didn't see the purpose in sweating and taking a shower, taking a shower and then sweating and getting dirty and taking another shower. So that's what I'm doing. All right, I'll be back after I put in the telephone books. All right, so now I've got my telephone books in here. All right, now I put the wider ones in front. Okay, and then I put the shorter ones in back. So I've got a gap here and a gap here. I'm going to fill that in with board. Now, how many of you guys think I've got this backwards? Maybe actually I should turn this around, make this the front and that the back. Hey, you know what? I could do that. Because if I'm aiming for the center and whatever. I don't know. Tell me what you think, guys. You think I ought to put the shorter ones in front and the longer ones in the back? Or okay, whatever. But here it is, guys. This is what I got. I'm going to fill these gaps in with boards. Now, hang on a minute. Now, look at that. Maybe I don't have to. Well, look at that. All right, I had 2 phone books left, and I stuck them in there. Okay, well, there you go. I think I can still put a lid on top of that. That's another thing. Does this actually really need a lid? Yeah, it probably does. All right. Let's see. I've got one somewhere. Oh, that's what this is. I was like, what is this? That's my lid. All right, so there's my lid. So it's just a basic box. What I'll do is I'll put a screw in here and a screw in here and a screw in here and a screw in here. Unless I get motivated enough to put a hinge on it and just use it, hinge it and use it as a door. All right, so leave comments, guys. Tell me if this should be the front, that should be the front. Does it need a lid? Should I hinge it or should I just screw it on? All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm sure the smart-ass duck's got something to say afterwards. You know how he is. Okay. Catch you in the next video.
Why don't you just use duct tape, Tim? Duct tape holds everything.